Well, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is here for you guys here on Saturday afternoon. As you can see in the back there, I more straw to deal with the yard, but that's what's kind of going on here. So I got a tip last night about this whole diesel scenario where there's the potential for rationing and diesel shortages and everything like that. And of course, the government is trying to play it off. Well, so I decided when I was in town today, I was going to stop in at a couple of gas stations and ask what's going on. So, to give you an idea, yesterday I filled the truck at the cheapest gas station in town. It was $3.99. This morning, the same station is at $4.09. Okay? So I went in and asked him, like, wow, 10 cents in a day. Like, guy behind the counter is going, yeah. And he goes, expect it to go up more on Monday. Okay. So I figured I'd go check out the next station. And this one was on the way home. And they were at, the sign said $4.09. No problem. I mean, around here, stations are pretty much similar. Everything's close enough. But they were out of regular gas. And all they had was either 92 octane or 100% gas. Okay, no ethanol in it. So the cheapest you could get gas at that station at that point was $4.39. So I went in and asked. I'm like, what's the deal? I said, yeah, we don't have any regular. We don't know when we're getting any more. I'm like, gas? And they're like, yup. So, this is something else to think about, guys. I mean, remember, diesel fuel is a byproduct of refining oil into gasoline. So why diesel is more expensive, I have no freaking idea. It shouldn't be. I mean, originally when they started mainstreaming diesel fuel for cars, it was, oh, this is cheaper. Yeah, right. Okay, when you look at diesel fuel here is now $5.49, and I know some of you guys are telling me about $9 a gallon of diesel. Think about where this is leading. Okay, and we've talked about it before in regards to food prices or anything like that. Anything and everything you use somehow, some way, has something to do with diesel. Whether it was shipped on a ship, whether it was shipped on a train, whether it came on a truck, I mean, you name it. Now, not that the electric companies or anything like that are, using diesel fuel to generate your electricity, but how much of their equipment is run on diesel? How much farm equipment is run on diesel? Everything, okay? They're not using jet fuel. Angry Prepper put a video out yesterday, and he touched on a couple of other things that people really don't think about. The military, a lot of vehicles run on diesel. Okay, now you talk about tanks, they're multi-fuel, so they'll run on jet fuel, they'll run on kerosene, they'll run on diesel, whatever it would be. But primarily they'll use diesel for the cost basis. Okay, but think about any of the wheeled vehicles, they're all diesel. Okay, again, Jason had mentioned things like fire trucks, diesel, anything. But the big one, and this ties into this morning, is the farmers. The farmers are running on diesel. These big combines, these big tractors and everything like that. That's where your food's coming from. If we have a diesel shortage, but it's just going to be the East Coast. Right, 2/3 of the population of this country lives east of the Mississippi. All right, you've got a lot of farm community. I mean, east of the Mississippi, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Whole nine yards there. Kentucky, Tennessee. lot of farming going on there, a lot of food produced there. What's going to happen if there is no diesel on the East Coast? Gee, West Coasters, guess what? They're going to be shipping the fuel that would normally go to the West Coast to the East Coast to somehow keep the farmers in business, to keep the fire trucks running, whatever it would be. They're not just going to go, gee, I'm sorry, Chicago, we have a fuel price or a diesel fuel shortage. So, sorry, if a building burns down, nothing you can do about it. Sorry. That's not going to happen. So this is going to affect anything and everything, but even into gasoline, that what are you going to get? And, again, you look at what you use in a way of gas. It's summertime now, right? It's more than just your car. It's your chainsaw, it's your generator, it's your lawnmower, it's your weed whacker, whatever it would be. All this stuff. I know, $4 and change gas sucks. But what are you going to do when gas is $6 and change? Joe doesn't have a solution, that's for sure. I mean, hell, we opened up the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and what was the solution there? Let's send all that fuel to Europe. Great, let's send everything we have to Europe. That seems to be the solution, everything. Let the Americans suffer so we can get the rest of the world to, be a little bit more deal. I'm sorry, not my problem that Germany decided to get rid of all of their fossil fuel plants or whatever it would be. That's their issue. You made your bed, you lie in it. You wanted to go green energy, you go green energy. That's fine. You show me your solar-powered fire trucks and farm implements. We'll be all set with that stuff, no problem. But this is the issue that you wind up getting, and what you all need to be cognizant about. Please, 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 at a minimum, fill the cars up quick. Okay, if you can get more fuel in your 5-gallon cans or whatever, do it. If you bought gas the last time we talked about this, good time to rotate it. All right, take the 5-gallon cans, pour it in the car, run that, fill up the 5-gallon cans of fresh gas. That would be the best suggestion that I'd have for something along those lines. But guys, the gas stations are now even telling us, we don't have it. We don't know when we're going to get it. How does this affect anything and everything you buy? Prep on. Stack, stock, stick to the plan, as Prepper Now would put it, but keep going. Have a good one. Pinball out.